more succumb to COVID-19 in Manipur today. Death toll reaches 21. Manipur reports 124 fresh cases of COVID-19 in last 24 hours, rising state's total confirmed cases to 5,049. Minister USHAM laments political leaders insulting each other amid coronavirus pandemic strips away public faith in government. All Zaliangrong organization Manipur Valley objects to construction of Rani Gaidinliu Tribal Women Freedom Fighters Museum in Senapati. And India reports single-day spike of 68,898 new COVID-19 cases in last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 54,849. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm USHAM with the top stories and latest news at this hour. Confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur have reached 5,049, of which 1,768 are active cases and recoveries are 3,261. Death toll is 21. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 64.58%. As per DSP, Manipur and COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today. In the past 24 hours, 124 people tested positive for COVID-19, out of which 98 persons are from general population and 26 are personnel of Central Armed Police Force. The infected persons are 50 from Imphal West District, 26 from Imphal East District, 5 each from Bishnupur and Thoubal districts, 8 from Chandel, 2 from Churachandpur and 1 each from Tamenglong and Kakching districts. Only 1 person from Kakching district is a returnee from other state, whereas the rest 97 are locals without any significant travel history. They are being shifted to COVID care facility. In the past 24 hours, 259 people were discharged after recovery. For 24/7 psychological support, call helpline number 878-745-7035 or 940-275-1364. And for hospitalization, call a toll-free number 1-800-103-2015 and COVID-19 Command Control Room helpline number 1-800-345-3818. Manipur reported 2 more COVID-19 related deaths today. 1 patient died at Jenims while another man died at COVID Care Center opened at UNACO School, Maitram. Both are from Imphal West District. COVID-19 death toll in the state has gone up to 21. Coronavirus infected 60-year-old man from Wahengbam Lekai in Imphal West District was admitted to Jenims COVID Care Center last night at around 7:30. He was admitted to the hospital with symptoms of breathing difficulty, high fever and diarrhea. He passed away at around 10:30 a.m. today. Jenims MS Professor T. Rajan has returned to Imphal West DC and Praveen to carry out a necessary disposal of the body. Sources said the COVID-19 patient who died at UNACO COVID Care Center was among those who tested positive for coronavirus from the family line of 1st Manipur Rifles. More details are awaited at the time of filing this report. Dean of Students' Welfare, Manipur University has ordered inmates of Men's Hostel No. 2, Kobru of Manipur University to remain indoors for 1 week after an acquaintance of 2 hostelers recently tested COVID-19 positive. Necessary COVID-19 testing will be conducted upon close contacts of the infected person. Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur Desam has questioned the whereabouts of the report of the inquiry committee formed to probe the third case of a pregnant woman and her unborn baby due to alleged denial of treatment by both government and private hospitals on August 6. JOYSHREE President and Edison said the inquiry committee was instructed to submit its report within 1 week, but nothing has come up so far. He recalled that 20-year-old pregnant woman Kanpat Liu Panmay, wife of Roshan Balang from Puichi, Oktan village in None district, died inside a vehicle with her unborn child after she was allegedly denied admission to RIMS, Jennings and other private hospitals in Imphal city. He said that the incident was strongly condemned by various hill and valley-based organizations, following which a Joint Secretary of Health and Family Welfare, R. Rang Peter, issued an order to form a 2-member inquiry committee comprising of Additional Director Planning of Medical Directorate, Dr. H. Baby Chan as the chairman and Deputy Director PH Dr. Y. Prem Chandra as member to probe the case and submit its report within 1 week. And Edison expressed discontentment that authorities concerned have failed to produce the report to the public even after 15 days of forming the committee. He demanded befitted actions against those accused hospitals and doctors at the earliest. He also demanded befitted actions against the committee's chairman and member if they have failed to execute their given job.
Nasi Pauda Hariba Inquiry Committee Sigi report si Pikat Krabra Pikat Tribran Lagana Pikat Lamba Taragana Hariba Inquiry Committee report the Kari base Toraga on the Chenaba Karama Makagi action low Krabagi Habidu Miyamna Coming Karigumba Hariba Inquiry Committee Losalam Taragana Kari Maramgi Sayolami Mundu Losan Gadabani Hagi Inquiry Kosi Power Losan Dibuno Palm the Todoma Tokiba Inquiry Committee Shamba Shemi Inquiry Committee to report Matam Chana Putola Madu action low Mota, Query Committee Sheva Shemaga, Musiki report Namzilla Namzilla Tamagi, Sanabisha, Teko Yaning.
Villagers have appealed to the government to provide necessary medical help to the 3 local quarantine centers open at different locations in Pangaltabi village of Kakching district. Speaking to media, a volunteer of these quarantine centers said people who did not complete quarantine period after testing negative at government-run quarantine centers are being kept at the local quarantine centers. He said they have received no help from the government so far. President of Lamlai Block Congress Committee N. Somarendro has appeals to the authorities concerned to step up measures to contain the spread of coronavirus in Lamlai area, which has been already declared as containment zone. He was speaking on the sidelines of distributing relief items to Lamlai residents in association with Manipur Pradesh Congress co-opted member Achoybam Deven today. He also appeals to the concerned DC to provide necessary help to the residents of the containment zone in Lamlai constituency.
Lamlai si karigum film kharadagi mapi mapalai to kendra moina hujiksi mayu na dana proper Lamlai yam thasada mong da COVID-19 positive oy machine yam thasada hengala pasina Lamlai kendra manung da leba prasinga yam na awa ki betu dungba laire yarga di khoi district authority na miyeng thang changbi raga khoi Lamlai kendra thodo thodo mating khara pangbi be yam district administration ba ge tawbina ba Lamlai block congress committee mai gi ga tawben.
MMWO Mayang Imphal branch has organized COVID-19 awareness program at Mayang Imphal Bengun Community Hall. Secretary of Red Cross Society Dr. Y. Nimai, IAS retired, and society members took part in the program. 66 Indians stranded in Myanmar who reached Manipur on August 19 have been found negative for COVID-19. The returnees are laborers of various developmental undertakings like construction of roads and bridges by the Indian government in Myanmar. They were quarantined at Eklavya Model Residential School in Moreh. A team of 3 doctors and 3 nurses of COVID Care Center Moreh, under the supervision of Chief Medical Officer Technopol District Dr. K.H. Gojendro and District Nodal Officer Dr. Ahong Shangbam Cecil, collected their samples yesterday to test for COVID-19 using rapid antigen test kits. Luckily, all of them were found negative for COVID-19. CAF and PD Minister Karam Sham has lamented that political leaders insulting each other amid the coronavirus pandemic strips away the faith of the public in the government. He was speaking while welcoming ex-chairman of Lilong Municipal Council W. Sarad and two former Congress candidates who have joined the Lok Jana Shakti Party at Lilong Chajing Mairinkong Community Hall today. The minister appeals to stop believing in political rumors. Minister Karam Sham said he stands firm in his decision to support and strengthen the BJP-led coalition state government.
Manipur ki ran tigi sarang na base ede aingon da tho gana the madu thoidong na blame tau da ba mingon da tho kan na blame tau ba hoji kan na ngang na ri ba pot aduni ada ne na haina ri si moi na matam ma da ede koi government pai min ba masen da ki thola ga moi rom da jangjan ba kan da di wang te hai da ba even BJP ki candidate mari phau da resign to han ri ni patam da moi na tori ba tau tu ki maram da di moi blame tau de hoji na moi da ki thok ra kan da to pa tau ra kan da anu moi ki kambu do mu blame tau aduna politics na sumaina wai kum tau na basina laiba ki lur ba tanja matam sida di masina hakoi ran ti tori ba sin che laiba masa ta han da ba man bagi Manipur prajana koi bu ikai khum na ba si handara pugi pot amalai.
Minister Karam Sham also today declared that all oil pumps will be opened on a rotational basis and not just those reserved oil retail outlets open exclusively for the ministers and MLAs. The minister said the decision was taken after an in-depth discussion with Chief Minister N. Biren yesterday over the phone upon receiving complaints from various oil retail outlets. He disclosed the same on the occasion of felicitating the second position holder in the commerce stream of COSEM Class 12 examination 2020, Y. Kanon Bala from Langtabal Mantrikong Makalaikai in Langtabal constituency today. Minister Karam Sham and proprietor of Wangkai Ayangpali petrol pump and Bomcha presented cash awards of 50,000 rupees each to Kanon Bala on the occasion.
Karam michang mikai nai ba man ma mong da favoritism nepotism gi wakalon da pam hang abra hang makara da sum da le habi wapam ji lakwa kan da moina pirak ki ba application ai consider tawi aduga ai honorable chief minister ga ngarang pung taramatoi da wari tharaba matung da sigi port simai settle tawre mi tarani gumba yengaga only sarkar gi deposit tawraga minister MLA singi oil pump da deposit tawraga hongdo hongdin yadaba potuma khakti reserve oina amani do thamaga taiti sungchoi choidna rotation tawraga ni haibagi thajabaduma oil dealers in oil pump retail outlet salariba singi mafam da maduma Manipur sarkar gi taraf dagi minister cabinet PD oina maduma khanjari.
All Zaliangrong organization Manipur Valley has objected to the construction of freedom fighter Rani Gaidinlu Tribal Women Freedom Fighters Museum in Senapati. The organization has demanded to construct the museum either at Tamenglong or None district. President of the organization Maibon Paume condemned the government for initiating construction of the museum under Rani Gaidinlu Vishwa Samvat Kendra Bharat scheme at Makhel of Senapati district. He said construction of the museum at Makhel instead of her birthplace will lead to misappropriation of over 51 crore rupees sanctioned by the Center for the Construction. Maibon Paume also objected to renaming of the upcoming Rani Gaidinlu Tribal Women Freedom Fighters Museum into Tribal Freedom Fighters Museum. He demanded the government to review the decision taken for the project, else he warned of intense agitation along with various civil society organizations.
Rani Gaidinlu gi birth centenary gi matamda masingumba program ama thamlaga mai mingda achoba magi memory oinaba magi memorable oinaba gi damakta thamna mai pofum da hapna baina sanction to of khanda se masi Tamenglong district ta thamdaraga Senapati da unaba gi diversion to riba masi Manipur to riba fan miya masi athuba batamda mafam chu fan chu masi Senapati district ta PBRoi akoi Tamenglong district ta thamgudabani masi kumba thamdaba taragadi Jaringlong gi civil society organization punamakka punna kusam naraga government gi mathakta nataga concern minister gi mathakta athuwa tamda legal action lawraga aiba athuwa tam pakakani jenong praja punamak amaso Assam Manipur riba punamak asina ko lemna tumina leiroi.
All Manipur Ayush Doctor Association has appeals to rectify their pay scale first before the recruitment of 6 doctors and other staff of Manipur State Ayush Society. In a video release, Publicity Secretary of the association, Dr. K.H. Gopeshwar, said that the State Ayush Society put up an advertisement on August 12 for a vacant post of 6 Ayush doctors for treatment assistants and 1 multitasking staff for the 50-bedded integrated Ayush hospital located at Lamphel Park. He said that as per the advertisement, the doctors will be paid 500 rupees per day for 20 days of work per month, stating that Ayush doctors of Manipur are getting lesser pay in comparison to other states. Dr. Gopeshwar urged the state health minister to look into the matter at the earliest.
Staff nursing lower matamda daily wages the normal the lupalishing the lowering amadi COVID care center the tabak tona vidamakta MBBS doctor Kawu matam the su mogi daily wages the 2,500 the kauri Maramaduna Pajagdam ta Kanbiba Ayush faculty bu hena nusibiba Akoi Kai Kunmajarba Minister Sarkar Asina su Kauriba Tabak Asida mi and Chambidura Matam Chanaba pay scale the Tabak Kobina with the Muktasu All Manipur Ayush Doctor Association na sarkar gi miyeng changbiyu haina su appeal tawjari hai bathabak asi interview asi lakliba August ki tang 13 da tawgadabna maram waraga hai bathabak asi tang 13 da nampu sasonda pay rectification tawdana thabak asi korpa taragadi All Manipur Ayush Doctor Association na tumin na lairoi masigi aphapata daita khudimaksu thabak kawda yawriba State Ayush Society na pubigadabani.
Yening Animal Foundation Manipur has urged the state government for a full-fledged implementation of the Manipuri Pony Conservation and Development Policy 2016 at the earliest. Speaking to media today, chairperson of the foundation, Sapna Laishram, said Manipur is world famous for the Sagol Kangje, the game of polo. However, the fate of Manipuri indigenous ponies is in jeopardy. She appeals to Chief Minister N. Biren to allocate proper grazing areas for animals and to book those perpetrators who had slashed ponies.
India masi jiba mangagi manungda endangered oiraba gi marakta akhoi Manipuri pony su yauri aduna masi muchidaga haibagi asengna amoida nipaijaba akhatjaba haibase khoi punamakna poknari leingakna grazing field mayam se khoina setup to view haina ina haijaninge grazing field si mangkhibagi maramdi urbanization haibadi schools college na chingba government gi office na chingba industry na chingba sajan ghibana makhoigi chabham amadi chenbam na chingba se mangshilakpani haina haijaninge Pony Conservation and Development Policy 2016 si October da mamangi leingakna masi semgibane adugo masi hoda implement tawdana lairi masi implement tawbiu.
Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases. Keep watching Impact News.
Kaziranga University, the #1 career university in the Northeast, offering a wide range of UG and PG courses with up to 100% merit-based scholarship, a state-of-the-art infrastructure, and unbeatable placements. A pioneer in shaping, molding, and delivering excellence, Kaziranga University is the right place to launch your career.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. India has reported a single-day spike of 68,898 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. Their toll has reached 54,849, while 21,58,946 people have recovered. India's rate of recovery has improved to 74.30%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, country's total confirmed cases have crossed 29 lakh mark, of which Active cases are above 6,92,000. Maharashtra has the highest number of active cases of above 1,62,000. Meanwhile, the Indian Council of Medical Research said that 8,05,985 samples were tested for COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 2 crore 28 lakh people and nearly 8 lakh people have died. Recoveries are above 1 crore 55 lakh. USA is on top with more than 24,73,000 active cases, followed by Brazil and India. Currently, there are above 34,000 active cases of COVID-19 in the northeast states, including Manipur. Assam's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 86,052, of which 25,480 are active cases. Arunachal Pradesh's confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 3,066, out of which 968 are active cases. Nagaland's confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 3,583, out of which 1,648 are active cases. Tripura's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 7,663, out of which 2,205 are active cases. There are 472 active cases of COVID-19 in Mizoram, 460 in Sikkim, and 930 active cases of COVID-19 in Meghalaya. Centre is contemplating an initial order of around 50 lakh doses of coronavirus vaccine for frontline workers, army personnel and certain other groups of people. India currently has 3 COVID-19 vaccine candidates that are in the different phases of clinical testing. This include India's first indigenous coronavirus vaccine candidate, Covaxin, jointly developed by Bharat Biotech and ICMR, Zydus Cadilla's Zycov-D and Oxford AstraZeneca's vaccine candidate dubbed as Covishield. The Serum Institute of India is starting phase 2 trial of Covishield this week and is likely to be the first shots available for the country. Meanwhile, National Expert Group on Vaccine Administration for COVID-19 met for the first time on August 12. The expert group deliberated on conceptualization and implementation mechanisms for creation of a digital infrastructure for inventory management and delivery mechanism of the vaccine, including tracking of vaccination process with particular focus on last mile delivery. Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan has launched an interactive first-of-its-kind video game on COVID-19, the Corona Fighters. The minister yesterday also launched 2 new videos urging adherence to key COVID-appropriate behaviors. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Harshvardhan said that the game presents a new and extremely creative way to teach people the right tools and behaviors to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. He stated that the game was designed to influence the players' actions in the real world, reminding them to take the right precautions and escape infection. A combined team of Imphal East District Commando and 16 Assam Rifles arrested a suspected self-styled Surgeon Major of proscribed UNLF at around 4:30 p.m. yesterday. The arrested person is 45-year-old Nongthongbam Nando alias Ningba, son of N. Amu from Lairen Kabi, Awang Laikai in Imphal West District. A mobile phone was seized from him. Nando reportedly confessed to have come to collect money from some construction companies in Imphal East District under the instruction of UNLF self-styled Captain Romesh. He has been handed over to Porampat Police Station for necessary legal actions. Kwakta Junction Bridge, constructed between Kwakta Municipal Council Ward number 5, 4 and Moirang River, was inaugurated today. Social worker Aribam MD Abdul Barik from Kwakta Municipal Council Ward number 5 sponsored the construction of the bridge in memory of his late brother MD Abdul Latif. Manipur University of Culture informs that free online registration for undergraduate admission for first semester in 8 disciplines for academic year 2020-21 will begin tomorrow until September 6. Students who have passed class 12 examinations are eligible for registration. Interested students may visit the university's website at www.muc.ac.in for more details. Now the sports news. The Sports Ministry on Friday decided against bestowing the Arjuna Award on former Khel Ratna winners Sakshi Malik and Mirabai Chanu, pruning the list to 27 but accepted an unprecedented 5 recommendation for the country's highest sporting honor this year. Last week, the Justice retired Mukundakam Sharma-led selection committee had recommended 29 names for the Arjuna Award to the Sports Ministry. The list also included Rio Olympics bronze medal winning wrestler Sakshi and 2017 weightlifting champion from Manipur Mirabai Chanu, but the decision on bestowing the Arjuna on them was left to the discretion of Sports Minister Kiran Rijiju. This was due to the fact that they had already won the Khel Ratna Awards, the country's highest sporting honor. The decision to include their names raised eyebrows and attracted criticism. The 5 Khel Ratna winners for this year will be star cricketer Rohit Sharma, wrestler Vinesh Phogat, Paralympic gold winner Mariyappan Thangevalu, TT player Manika Batra, and women's hockey team captain Rani Rampal. In a first, the awards will be held virtually on August 29, the National Sports Day, instead of the Rashtrapati Bhavan this year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. 2 more succumb to COVID-19 in Manipur today. Death toll reaches 21 in the state. Manipur reports 124 fresh cases of COVID-19 in last 24 hours, rising total confirmed cases to 5,049. Minister Karam Sham laments political leaders insulting each other amid coronavirus pandemic strips away public faith in the government. All Ziliangrong organization Manipur Valley objects to construction of Rani Gaidenliu Tribal Women Freedom Fighters Museum in Senapati. And India reports single-day spike of 68,898 new COVID-19 cases in last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 54,849. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Firoy ki pauchel, hau ki bachahi